This is the best penny stock to go ahead and trade heading into Friday, and this is going to be on ticker SMX. That's right, my friends, ticker SMX. Now, today's video is going to have three main segments: the why, the what, the where. The why, we're going to be talking about SMX, why it's running. The what, we're going to do some stock analysis. The where, we're going to tell you where to get in and where to get out. And the where is going to be the most important part, right? Because so many times people tell me, Sam, why are you talking about us trading a stock that is already up 300%? Why are you telling us to buy a stock that is already up 400%? The reason why I'm telling you this, guys, is because you guys got to understand, right? This is the biggest misconception, is that you need to be early to these tickers. You don't need to be early. You need to be on time. You need to understand when to get in and when to get out. How many times has this happened to you? A stock is up 100%, 200%, yet you still manage to lose money on it because your entries and your exits are wrong. Entries and exits, my friends, are what dictate you making money or you losing money. It doesn't matter what's going on. Volatility is what we look for as traders. So don't ask me, oh, Sam, why are you saying this is the best ticker to trade when it's already up 300%, 400%? Because the move is there, the volatility is there, and now I'm going to tell you guys exactly what to get in and what to get out. Mind you, when it comes to SMX, if you ever watch my YouTube channels, you know how I feel about SMX, right? Listen, I came up with this SMX video about 2 months ago, September 5th, 2025. Listen to what I said. SMX is one of the worst stocks you could be holding in the history of ever. I'm not even joking. You know, you would think I'm being over the top. You would think I'm being extra, but I'm not. So in today's video... Man, I miss my studio in Toronto. By the way, right now I am located in London, England. Comment down below some British flags if you guys are in the UK as well. If you guys take a look, this is September 5th, 2025, okay? Let's take a look at the September. Now you may say, oh my God, Sam, it's gone from $1 to $17. No, it has not. Let me show you something, okay? Let me explain something to you. This is the price September, okay? Let's take a look at the September price. September 5th is when I made that video. September 5th, the stock, since then, the stock has had two reverse splits, okay? Two reverse splits, one for 8 and one for, this would equate to like 1 for 12 or something like that. 239 for 260, 2,600. It's like a 1 for 12. September 5th, it was trading at $100. Now, after this massive move, 500% plus move to the upside, the stock is only trading at $25 a share. So clearly, I was right about this being the worst ticker of all time. However, what makes the stock be the worst sometimes can actually also equate to it being an amazing tradable stock. Why? Because a lot of times, man, these companies, when they're running low on cash, they need to first pump their stock before they can come out with an offering. And that's exactly where SMX is right now, right? And I'll tell you guys exactly at what time of the day to also trade SMX, because this is going to be super important for you guys to understand. So if we take a look at SMX's numbers, SMX right now has $0.3 million in the bank. So they have $300K in the bank. They're burning $2.07 million every single quarter. That leaves them with less than half a month of cash. This company has less than half a month of keeping their light bills covered. So what are they going to do? They're going to pump the stock, then they're going to come up with a new offering. Now, this is the beautiful part, is that right now, their overhead supply is extremely low. What is overhead supply? So let's talk about dilution, right? So we have two forms of dilution which hurt the stock. First, we have an offering, okay? An offering is when the company goes ahead and offers their stock to an institution, all right? So for example, they say, hey, institution, let's say XYZ, we are giving you guys the rights to purchase $10 million worth of our stock at this discounted price, okay? That's an offering. Now, when that news comes out, the stock shatters. Why does the stock get shattered even though the shares haven't been yet added? Because the markets are a forward-looking place. They're always trying to price in future events. This is bad news. This signals that eventually there will be dilution, okay? So first we have the offering. Offering is part one, okay? Next, so offering is where the company gets the money. The company gets the money, the news gets baked in somewhat, right? The next step is the institution now has the rights to add those shares into the market. They have the rights to add those shares to the market, but they're not obliged to, but they do have the rights to do so, okay? So if the stock gaps up, let's say they bought 50-cent shares, the stock is now at $3, it gapped up to $3, they can go ahead and they can add those 50-cent shares into the market, causing the stock to crash, okay? Simple and easy. Now, listen to this. This is the part that's really important, okay? Right now, the company does not have any more institutions holding on to warrants. Those warrants have already done. Those warrants are done. Look at this, right? The convertible notes is sitting at about 60K convertible notes, while the float of the stock is sitting at 1 million shares. So there's barely any notes available for these people to go ahead and convert. So what this means is that the company, what they're going to do now is right now they're going to come up with a new offering. A new offering is going to come out soon. This is why you do not want to be trading this ticker overnight. You do not want to be trading it in the pre-market, in the after hours. You do not want to be trading it. Why? Because these are the times where a stop loss does not work. These are the times if the company comes out with this news, the stock gets destroyed and your stop loss is not there, your stop loss can't work, and bang, the stock is now down 30%, 40%, 50%. That's why. Okay? So do keep that in mind. Now, what levels should you be buying when the market's open? Not in the pre-market, not in the after hours, when the market's open. Okay? Because after all, you don't want to be there when they come up with this new offering. Because when they come up with this new offering, the stock's getting destroyed. Okay? Good. So let's talk about it. So what levels, right? Where do we get in? Where do we get some? Well, the first level that I'll be eyeing would be this $20 level. Okay? The bounce from 20 bucks. The bounce from $20 is going to be pretty good for the ticker. Then if it breaks 20, $15 for the test of 20 again, it's going to be an extremely, extremely volatile ticker. But again, remember what I said, man. You don't want to be trading this shitter in the pre-market or in the after hours. Just sit on your hands. Just sit on your hands. It's not worth it. It's not worth the downside. Because I'm telling you, right? So many people think, oh, I'll just manually sell. My friend, you don't know what these dilutions do. Like, you don't understand what the chart looks like when a company comes out with an offering. Like, I don't even know what is a ticker I need to show you guys. There was one recently, MNDR. Let's go over to MNDR. Now, MNDR's price action was a little bit different because it did that slow cooking thing because they didn't actually sell any shares. But what was the other one, man? What was the other one? It was a Chinese one. There's so many of them. I mean, if you've seen what these charts look like, it literally just it's falling off a cliff, right? So you can't manually cut your losses because you're looking at the stock and then bam, it's all of a sudden down 20%, right? So that's what I'm saying. Well, if you have a stop loss set, which it only works during regular market hours, then you can go ahead and you can close your position during regular market hours. But going back to what we were talking about regarding SMX, so that's one level that I will play. Then the next level that I would play would be potentially, okay, for a break of, would be potentially the break of this $30 level to $35 again, okay, to test out $35 again. Because if it breaks 30, it's probably going to go ahead and double top at around 35-ish, okay? 34, 35-ish. So I'll bring in another 10, 15% gains over there, right? That'll be simple and easy. But I think the easiest way to go about it would be a bounce off of 20 bucks, right? Because I do see it going back down to 20 potentially. So I'll play the bounce of 20 bucks to the test of, let's say, 23, 24 for 15 to 20% gains. And I'll just walk away. I'll call it a day and I'll walk away. And now, depending on what the price action looks like when the market's open, I'm probably going to take a couple more trades, but these are just the predetermined levels that I do see the stock testing right now. Again, this is if they don't just come out with an offering literally Friday morning before the market even opens, right? So do keep that in mind, guys, right? If an offering comes out, it's a no-go. I'm staying away because what's going to happen then is that this overhead supply is going to get high and they're going to have the rights, those institutions which we talked about, they're able to actually go ahead and add shares into the markets at a freaking rapid rate. Okay, I turned Australian there for a second, but anyways, so that's it. Okay, now if you guys want to trade alongside me every single morning and know exactly when I'm getting in, exactly when I'm getting out, do check out our private community. Right now we're having the biggest sale we've ever had, guys, a 50% sale for the next 10 members that join. Give it a shot. Our community is the only community which also comes with a 2-week free trial and a 30 days money back guarantee. This is what it looks like. Let me just show you real quick. So we give you access to day trade alerts, swing alerts, option alerts, everything, right? Our alerts are so freaking clever. We're so different because we also tell you guys how to get in or at how many shares to have. So we give it a ticker, we give it an entry, we give it an exit, we give it a stop loss. We also tell you how many shares to buy in your portfolio. So how do we do so? We use a $10,000 account as a benchmark. So let's say that you have a 50K account, you buy 5 times the amount. Let's say you have a 100K account, you buy 10 times the amount. 200K, you buy 20 times the amount. Simple and easy, right? And there's a reason we have over 400 members come back month after month, man. It's not because so funny and handsome and rich and humble. Okay, it's because they're making money, right? They're making money. Literally, Jim B. Goose says 5 days into the 14 days free trial, and the Discord cost is already paid for. I've only been trading the swing alerts, or also it would be a lot more if I had the time to also day trade. Thanks, Sam, and the amazing team you've put together. $390 the past week. I've been in a few servers in my life. The rest don't even fucking compare. Not just the trade quality, but the mentors actually care about you making money. Stop slacking and try the free trial. I appreciate you, my man. I appreciate you. This is literally not yesterday. 2,400 since my man joined the community. I made 53% profits on an options trade today, and even more exercising position as well. On one trade, was able to make up for the fee for taking the classes. Beautiful. Thank you, Jesus. Sam. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Made my first profit in options trading. Join. Best decision. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, again, remember, we have day trade alerts, swing alerts, and option alerts. And we also teach you guys how to follow our option alerts. And this is what our option alerts look like, man. We give you guys everything. Again, we give it a ticker, we give it an entry, we give it a strike price, we give it a buy zone. We tell you every single thing you need to know. And NUAI, right? Look at it, 250. This was November 23rd, right? Let's take a look at NUAI. Right, that's just an example. Again, right, we're trading every day, but let me just show you guys. It's trading at 5 now. Do you understand? It went to $5.30. Look at how it's been trading since we posted that alert. This is November 23rd. November 21st. I don't know why it jumps to November. Okay, so it's actually November 24th because, you know, November 24th. Beautiful. How do you think that option is performing? Amazing. Let's take a look at our swing alerts, right? SOUX, bought it at 17. Already at $19. Let's take a look at this one. CMCT, okay? Bought it at 2.8 to 2.6. Already at $3. We're crushing it. I'm telling you, we're crushing it. Give it a shot. 2 weeks free trial, 30 days money back guarantee. Next 10 members, 50% discount, man. I'm telling you guys, there is a reason why people are coming back month after month after month after month. They are making freaking money. You're missing out. Don't miss out on the next 10 members that get 50% discount. And that's all. Anyways, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna go through these. You can maybe pause it and read some of these. But we've been crushing it, man. God bless. Anyways, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Okay, I wish you guys the best of luck. Your boy Sam from Top Academy.